Boys and girls, our story this week is called Little Quack. Can you say that?
Little Quack.
And can you tell me what kind of a book this is? Look how easily it bends. Jameson, what kind of book is this? Is it a paperback book or a hardback book?
Paperback.
It is a paperback. The cover and the back are made of paper. And the title is Little Quack. Do you think this is going to be a fiction or a nonfiction story? Raise your hand if you want to tell me. What do you think, Hazel? Do you think this is going to be fiction or nonfiction?
Fiction.
You think it's going to be nonfiction, which is real? Do you think it's going to be a real story? You think it's going to be not a fiction? What does fiction mean? Olivia G.
It means imaginary.
It means imaginary. And why do you think this book might be imaginary? Olivia?
Because there is no pictures, and plus, it sounds like the ducks are going to talk.
It looks like the ducks might talk in there. Do ducks really talk?
No.
They quack, but they don't really talk. And these aren't real photos or pictures, are they? They're drawn by somebody. So I bet this book is going to be an imaginary book, a fiction book. But before we read Little Quack, we need to go over our amazing words that you're going to hear in the story. Scoot this out of the way so you all can see
I can't see.
our imaginary words. Can you see, Jameson? You can scoot over just a little bit if you can. All right, our words that we're going to listen for in Little Quack today are brave. This little duck is being brave. Who can tell me what being brave means? What is brave, Mabry?
It means that you think you should do it.
You think you should do it? Can you tell me something else that brave means? Mason, what do you think?
Do not be scared.
You're not scared to do something, right? To be brave is to do something even if you're afraid. That is what brave means. And it looks like this little duckling is being brave, doesn't it? The next word that you're going to listen for is pond. What is a pond? Who can tell me what a pond is? Alan? It is what ducks and geese swim in, but what is a pond? Is it a swimming pool? Do you know what a pond is? Go ahead.
I know what it is.
Alan, go ahead, sweetie. It's like a small lake. Very good. A pond is a small lake. And then our next word is a duckling. Can you say duckling?
Duckling.
And a duckling is a baby what?
Duck.
A baby duck. Our word up here, this says plunge. Can you say plunge? And what does it mean to plunge? Can you tell what plunging means? What does that mean, Mark?
Well, the more fatter, the more you can float.
Well, that's true, but what about plunge? What does plunging mean? If I plunge into something, what does that mean, Hazel?
Like you stick your head in your water and then your bottom is sticking out.
You stick your head in the water, or you jump in the water, and maybe your bottom or something is sticking out of the water. To plunge into something means to go underwater fast. You plunge in it, and that is what this duck is doing. The next word we're going to listen for is paddle. Can you say paddle?
Paddle.
And to paddle means paddling is how ducks move around in the water. Can you paddle in a swimming pool?
Yes.
You do your hands like this or your legs like this. That's paddling. And dogs can paddle in a swimming pool. Well, ducks paddle in the water. That's how they move around with their feet. And the last word we're going to listen for is proud. Can you say proud?
Proud.
And to be proud of something or someone is to feel good about something. Do you know what me and Miss Wendy and Miss Margaret are of you every single day in this classroom? We are so proud of all the hard work you do here at school, and I know your moms and dads are proud of you at home. And this little duck right here, he is standing on a rock with his chest out tall and his head up high. He looks like he is proud of something that he did. So say the words after me. Brave.
Brave.
Pond.
Pond.
Plunged.
Plunge.
Duckling.
Duckling.
Paddle.
Paddle.
Proud. to listen for those amazing words in our story, Little Quack. And the person that wrote Little Quack, her name is Lauren Thompson. She is the what? Lauren Thompson, she wrote the words. She is the what? Khaki. Not the illustrator, good guess.
The author.
The author. She is the author. And the person that did the pictures is Derek Anderson. He is called the what, Khaki? The illustrator. Very good. Little Quack. If you hear an amazing word, I want you to touch your nose. Okay?
Or points.
Mama Duck had 5 ducklings, Whittle, Waddle, Piddle, Puddle, and Little Quack. They all lived together in a nice, soft nest. But even Mama's littlest duckling was not so little anymore. "It's time to leave the nest," she said one day. "Come, little ducklings," Mama called. "Paddle in the water with me." The 5 little ducklings squeezed close in the nest. "No, Mama, no," they cried. "We're too scared." "You can do it," Mama said. "I know you can." And down here it says, "Count along with the quackulator."
Quack, quack.
How many ducklings are in the pond?
1.
How many ducklings? How many baby ducklings? 0. There's no ducklings in the pond.
I need some ducklings.
All at once, Whittle felt very brave. She jumped into the pond. Splish! "Look!" she cried. "Look at me!" She was very brave.
Brave. I'm brave. Yeah, brave.
Now 4 little ducklings snuggled close in the nest. "Come, little ducklings," Mama called again. "Paddle on the water with me." "No, Mama, no. We're too scared," cried Whittle, Waddle, Piddle, Puddle, and Little Quack. "You can do it," Mama said. "I know you can." How many ducklings are in the pond right now? 1 duckling is in the pond so far. Then Waddle felt very what?
Brave.
Brave. He plopped into the pond. Splash! "Hooray!" he cried. "Hooray for me!"
Oh.
Now 3 little ducklings clung close in the nest. "Come, little ducklings," Mama called again. "Paddle on the water with me." "No, Mama, no, we're too scared," cried Piddle, Puddle, and Little Quack. "You can do it," Mama said. "I know you can." So we have 1 duckling plus 1 duckling equals how many do we have in the pond so far? 2 ducklings in the pond so far.
There's only 5 ducklings.
Then Piddle, for a moment, felt very what?
Brave.
Brave. She wiggled into the water. Sploosh! "It's fun," she cried. "It's lots of fun." Now, how many ducklings were left?
1, 2.
2 were left. 2 ducklings cuddled close in the nest. "Come, little ducklings," Mama called again. "Paddle on the water." "No, Mama, no, we're too scared," cried Puddle and Little Quack. What do you think Mama said? She said, "You can
Do it.
do it. I know you can." So this is what we have in the pond so far. 1 duckling plus 1 duckling plus 1 duckling equals 3 ducklings in the pond. At last, guess what happened? Puddle felt very brave too. He leaped into the water. Splash! "Wait," he cried, "wait for me." That left just 1 little duckling in the nest. Just 1. Who was it? Little Quack. He's all by himself. "Come, little duckling," Mama called it once more. "Paddle on the water with me." What do you think Little Duckling said?
Do it.
No, Mama, no, cried Little Quack. I'm scared. I'm just too scared. You can do it, Mama said. We know you can, said Whittle, Waddle, Piddle, and Puddle. So now how many ducklings are in the water? 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1 equals 4 ducklings are in the pond. Little Quack looked at the water. He sniffed the water. He touched the water with his foot. Could he do it? Did he dare? You think he's going to be brave enough to do it? Let's see. Suddenly, Little Quack felt just brave enough. He closed his eyes, and then, splish, splash, sploosh, splash, into the water he plunged. I did it, he cried. I really did it. And Mama, what do you think she said? I always knew you could, Mama said. Then off they went, 5 little ducklings, proud as can be. Whittle, Waddle, Piddle, Puddle, and brave Little Quack. 1 duckling plus 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1 equals how many ducklings in the pond? 5 ducklings in the pond. And they were so proud, and their mama was so proud. So, boys and girls, that is our book this week. And did you hear, smile at me, pull your mask down for 1 second and smile if you heard every amazing word. We heard all these words, and all the ducklings were so proud, and Mama was so proud. They were all very brave. They all jumped in the pond. And that was an awesome story. So friends at home, we miss you. Can you tell our friends at home that we miss them? And we hope you enjoyed our story today.